So you've been playing with your pendulum. I hope that you are very inspired and that you're learning to trust energy and its existence and seeing it. And that you're also learning a lot about yourselves and the questions that you're asking and the ways that you're connecting and disconnecting with energy in the pendulum. So cool. So cool. And very assuring, really, honestly, for me. And then you started learning about the chakras. You watched a video on it, which actually was an interview that I did a while ago. But I thought it was very important. It covers a lot of the key points of the chakras. And then we're going to expand and dive into them even deeper. And so now we're going to kind of mesh these two knowledges together. And if you feel like you don't know enough about the chakras, you're just beginning. You're actually going to do a bunch of readings on the chakras, and you're going to actually create, if you looked ahead, you already know this, but you're going to create a chakra chart where you start to really define the 7 energy centers within your body. And I want to note that there are actually more than 7 chakras, but 7 chakras are the main ones. These have been documented for thousands of years, passed out in different schools of thought. And they're correlated with our main organs and body parts. And as you begin to expand and really work on balancing these, then we'll connect to more chakras. In the Reiki Masters class, we really expand to the secret chakras. But as I said earlier, in the last section, energy is everything and everywhere. So there's literally chakras, energy wheels all over us, all of the time, everywhere. But the chakra system is very important to honor as a Reiki healer for yourself in understanding these energy centers, so then you can understand why you're feeling and acting the ways they do, and then how to use the medicine to bring it back into balance. So how do we check our chakras? Well, we do it using a pendulum. So you're going to need a pendulum, and you're also going to need a piece of paper, and if you have it, it would be really great. 7 crowns or colors, here that you can draw with. If you don't, and the 7 colors are red, orange, yellow, green, turquoise or light blue, dark blue, and purple. So the colors of the rainbow, the colors in the 7-pack or 12-pack of crowns. If you don't have that, just a pen will be sufficient. So get those things and have them nearby. If you don't have them, pause the video, go and get them, and then we'll come back, continue to play the video, and I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna literally draw your energy field, so it's super cool. So if you have all these things, first watch what I do, or you can do yours and then pause, and then watch me do the second one and then pause and do yours. You can do it whichever way kind of serves you. But what you're gonna do is kind of set a space here. So again, you might have to watch this video a couple times. That's the beauty of online learning. You can take your time, you can just hear it, and then you can actively do it. And what you're going to do is you're going to get your pendulum, and you're going to set the space of the pendulum first. And remember, a pendulum is anything. I'm just using a necklace that I often wear. Used in the last video too. And so I'm just going to ask, actually, I like to set the intention so that nothing is blocking me. So I just want to ask the pendulum, am I ready to check my chakras? And my yes is always up and down. I also made an agreement with my pendulum that yes will always be up and down and no will always be a circular motion. So yes, this means that I'm ready. And I really kind of feel like this is a really spiritual thought, but this is how I am, and this is what my soul believes, my crown chakra, my heart believes, that there's an angel, or maybe a bunch of them, pushing my pendulum and showing me what I need to see. And so when I ask to draw each one of my chakras, they are showing me that. And so what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm just going to ask the pendulum, can you show me what my root chakra looks like? And then you're going to start to see some movement. So pendulum, show me what my root chakra looks like. So I see what it looks like. It's kind of veering into pulling to the left a little bit. It's making a circular motion, pulling to the left a little bit. So I'm going to take my red crown, because red is the energy color of the root chakra, and I'm going to draw kind of what I saw here. And so just so you can see, that's what I saw, a circle that looked kind of like that. Yeah? Perfect. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to move on to the next one. I'm going to say, pendulum, please show me my sacral chakra. And Again, it's moving in a circle. And notice the direction that it's moving. So you can see how the sacral is a lot bigger than my root chakra right now in this moment. And so the sacral chakra is orange. And so I get a good look at what just happened here. And then I'm going to draw that in orange, and now it kind of looks like this. So my root chakra is kind of oblong to the left, and my a little bit smaller. My sacral chakra is big and circular. And we're going to get more into this, but just remember the root has to do with being grounded and feeling secure in the earth element. And the sacral chakra is about going with the flow and passion and relationships and sexuality. And then I'm going to ask to show me my Manipura, or my ego. And I like what I'm seeing here. This is about our confidence, and rightfully so. Every time I teach, I do feel very confident. It's healing for me. And teaching is my passion. So of course the chakra below would be strong and steady. So I'm going to draw what I saw here, and the circles are kind of overlapping too in this way. So that's kind of what I feel is going on here, so you can see that. So yellow. And then I'm going to ask the pendulum to show me my heart chakra. Again, teaching is something that opens my heart, makes my heart huge, and you can see that that's kind of what's moving and going on here. I'm going to draw that. So that was the biggest circle yet. And then I'm just kind of drawing each one. Kind of see what's happening here, yeah? The heart chakra is about my ability to feel loving and compassionate. And I'm noting that everything is going in a clockwise circle right now, which is good. We're going to talk about what these mean in a few minutes. Now I'm going to ask the pendulum to please show me my throat chakra. Throat chakra is about speaking our truth and speaking clearly, so rightfully so, since I'm talking to you and instructing you. You can see as I'm talking right now, the circle is even getting bigger. I'm not lying to you. I am speaking from a place of truth. It's a healthy clockwise circle, so I'm going to draw that here. And then I'm going to ask pendulum, please show me my third eye. Okay, I'm going to draw what I see here. And again, with energy, it's approximate. So this is kind of what I'm feeling. This is kind of what it's looking like. And then that's the dark blue. And then I'm going to ask the pendulum to show me my crown chakra. So there's me. How cute am I? That's my energy body. That's what it looks like. And if you look at it from here, you can see that things are really flowing and connecting and correlating and going in a clockwise direction. Remember from the video, chakra means wheel. We want this turning wheel action, and so that was happening in a lot of my chakras, which is in all of my chakras, which is important because you're paying money to take this class, so obviously you want to learn from someone who is energetically balanced. You can note that the root chakra compared to the others is smaller and kind of pulling in one direction. It was still going in a clockwise direction. So that's something that I need to pay attention to and work on. And this is rightfully so, knowing what each of these mean, because the root chakra is about us being grounded and present, and I'm really I am that right now as I'm talking to just you. That is my focus. However, I'm talking about a very high spiritual, up in the air topic, and so it's kind of like la la land energy world, and so that would kind of pull away from my root, because I am being very spiritual and higher, talking about faith and intuition, which are higher level chakras. And so yes, this makes perfect sense right here. So you want to draw exactly what your chakras looks like, and you don't want to compare yourself to me. And I want to let you know that there's a number of things that can happen when you draw your chakras. First of all, nothing can happen. So I can say, and I'm going to do this to myself right now, I'm going to think about something that makes my heart completely numb and not work. And I'm going to say, root chakra, show me, or root chakras, throat chakras off. Angels or pendulum, please show me my heart chakra. And now I'm really thinking of something that makes my heart just feel like, fuck it. And you can see that the pendulum didn't work or didn't do anything here. So if I were to draw that, I would just draw a little dot. And so I don't want a closed heart, but I was thinking of a situation that closed my heart, and that's how quickly energy works. So how can I fix it or heal it? I'm just going to think, I'm going to visualize my mom's face actually, and look at that now. Show me my heart chakra. Just opened up that quickly. Now I can think about the thing that I was thinking about before, violence, and then you can see how this closes my heart. You can also have, so let's think about my mom again, just so I'm open in that heart chakra space. You can also have, so I'll complete, if it doesn't move, if it's just in a standstill, so if nothing's happening, this is a blockage. You have a blockage, it's a wall, it's something that doesn't want to move. So if you have a blockage in your heart chakra is barely moving or not moving at all, no movement, let's say, it means that something that is blocked. So if you are thinking about something that really kills your heart, so much so that you don't even want to think from the heart space, your heart doesn't exist right now, or that loving and compassionate part doesn't exist, or maybe you got in a fight with someone, or you just got dumped or something like that, that can make the heart just stop. And it doesn't mean that you're dead, it just means that the energy there is just kaput, and so we need to wake it up. Second thing that could happen, you can notice with mine, so showing my heart chakra, it's huge. I do energy healing all of the time for myself, all of the time. I actually didn't do it before this video because I just kind of wanted to be in a space that was, you know, I didn't want to manipulate anything, I guess. I just wanted to show you who I am, Raleigh. And so if your circles aren't that big, first of all, again, don't compare yourself to me. But secondly, know that I do energy medicine every day, and this can be a goal for you. We want our circles to be as big as possible, and we want them to be in a clockwise direction. When they're big and in a clockwise direction, that means that they're healthy and they're moving and they're in alignment. So that would mean that my heart's balanced, my throat's balanced. So if you look at this whole thing that I drew here, everything is really balanced. The root chakra was a little bit smaller and pulling to one end, and what that really means is that I just need to give more love to my root chakra. I need to go outside, I need to put my feet in the sand, I need to wear red or eat something like a beet juice. I need to do something to ground me, or I just need to think of a grounding thought, really, and just to help influence it and make it even stronger. So here's our options. We want our circles to be clockwise, we want them to be big. Other schools of chakras will say, first one's clockwise, second one's backward, blah, blah. We're not doing that intention. The intention that I have set for anyone who takes my Reiki trainings, and most people that talk about chakras, it's always clockwise direction. Big circle is healthy. So that's the intention that we're keeping, and when you check this, that's what it is. If it's not moving, it's stuck, it's blocked, it's stagnant, and we need to bring it back to life. So you really need to nurture these areas of you. It can also be confused. So let me think of a really confusing situation. So here's my heart, and I'm going to think of something that's confusing to my heart. And you can see what it did there. Now it's moving back and forth. It's not in a circle anymore. So if I were to draw that, I would just kind of draw a line back and forth. Just draw what you see. Don't think too much about that. That's going to create a blockage. Just draw what you see. Just kind of flow with it. And so confusion means that it means it's confused. If it's going back and forth, or it can be going this way, it's just confused. It doesn't really know exactly what to do. The heart wants to do this, and the heart wants to do this. The heart wants to be here, and the heart wants to be there. It just doesn't know. And so this could be applicable to a time in your life. And if you're confused, actually, I would say confusion is better than a blockage, because at least we have some movement, and when we're confused, we can start to nicely guide it in the right direction. Because the wrong direction is then a backward circle. So I'm going to think about, I'm going to question my faith right now. So here's my crown chakra, and now I'm going to question my faith. And see how it's confused? And now it's going backwards, because I'm thinking something that isn't true. Actually, I just thought Reiki is the only thing that's real. And that's not what my crown chakra believes. I just said to myself, love is the only thing that's real, and that is what I believe. And so my crown chakra is acting in this way, balanced. But if it goes backwards, draw the circle and then draw a little arrow pointing to the direction that it's going in the opposite way as a reminder that the crown chakra is going backwards. And if it's going backwards, it just means it's the opposite or the negative vibration of what it's doing. So, for example, it would be a crown chakra that's going backwards would be lack of belief. If it's going confused, it's a confused belief system. If it's going clockwise, you're strong and steady in your faith and what you believe in. Right? And the bigger the circle, the better it is. So if it's small, then we know we just need to keep feeding it more and more and more. And so, just to review, we want it in a big clockwise circle going in this direction, moving. Confused is up and down or side to side or diagonal, kind of like doing this little dance. And you'll see sometimes it will do that and then it will fix itself because you're becoming aware of your energy. Sometimes when you check your chakra, it'll go one way and then go the other way and then go back. It's just learning to heal itself. Backwards means the negative vibration of the chakra, and if you do have anything going backwards, you really want to pay attention to that. So where we're right and balanced, we want to keep that way, but where we're off, backwards, blocked, or stagnant, or confused, or opposite, we want to use the medicines that we're going to learn now in the chakra charts. We want to take them to help bring balance to each chakra in that way. So you're going to draw your energy body right now. If you're confused, if this was too much, watch the video again. If you're still confused, watch it one more time. 3 is the magic number. And then if you're still confused, then send me a message and then we'll chat. And I'll help you with the confusion. But for now, what you're doing is using the pendulum, asking the pendulum to show you each one of your energies, drawing your circles, and the chakras go up the system like this, so you want to draw them in that way. Take a look at your energy body. And then from here, start to just be, okay, so I need to give some love to my root chakra. Start to have awareness, and then start to read. Because after this, you're going to read about the chakras more, and then you're going to learn about how to heal them. There's certain foods that you can eat. There's colors that you can wear. There are yoga stretches that you can do. There's crystals that you can hold. There are words that you can say, or you can simply do what I was doing. Just think of a positive vibration that's an example of being grounded or going with the flow or feeling love. Or put yourself around people that work in this way, and then your energies will change. And this is something I get in the habit to. I check my chakras every day. Sometimes I do in the morning, sometimes I do in the afternoon. It just depends. Sometimes at nighttime, whenever I feel. And I see what happens. I draw them, and then I do Reiki to them. And I plan my meals, and I plan my day accordingly. So right now, I know I need to go outside and be in earth. And to be honest with you, I've been on the computer all day for like the past 4 hours, making videos and such. So yeah, I do need to be in nature and enjoying that in that way for it. So I'm stoked. Draw yourself. If you want to take a picture of it and send it to me, I'd love to see that. But continue with the rest of the course and then send your homework at the end.